Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today, we are playing another Gmod map, as you can see. And this one is called Green Hell. And I saw this map on the Steam Workshop. It was popular from this week. Downloaded it a few days ago. And funny enough, last night I actually had a dream about this map. I don't even know why. I downloaded it and I didn't even think anything else of it. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to record this because it looks interesting. But for some reason, I had a whole ass dream about this. I don't know why. It was just I don't have a lot of dreams where I'm recording stuff, right? So that was completely new. But yeah, I was just recording it. I was just saying like, oh, this looks cool. I was just saying like the basic stuff I do in my videos. I was observing stuff, even though I've never seen this map before. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. I thought, you know what, I should just play this today since I had a dream about it. Map is calling to me. Also, at first, for a second, I didn't realize that this is a border. That's kind of cool. But, I don't know how big this map is, so, like always, I'll take my time and observe the things that I like. I guess we'll just start with this road and then go down stuff that we see. I don't know how long this road is. Wait, what? Hold up. No way. Okay. That's super cool. I was not expecting this. A lot of Gary's mod maps don't usually have breakable fences just out of the blue. Is the building breakable? Let's look inside before we start busting up stuff. We got a nice dresser. This would be kind of cool to bring back home and like just clean up a little bit. Have like an old school wardrobe. Doesn't it feel a little darker than it did before? Nice kitchen. I bet this house was super nice before this place was abandoned or whatever happened to this place. Just all breakable? That's insane. We got, what the hell are these called? Monkey bars? I don't remember what they're called. But I think I've heard some people call them monkey bars, where you just swing up there. So there's either a kid living here, or maybe they just had this in the backyard and they used it to dry off their clothes. I don't know. As random as that is. I think I'll just... Oh, can't go in through there. Just some wood. The reason why I thought the fence was breakable because there's like parts that were lighting up. Oh yeah, the house. Might be a bit loud. Okay, I shot it with a rocket, and over here started on fire instead. What the fuck was that sound? So yeah, this house is not breakable. My game almost crashed for me blowing it up though. I apologize. I cutted that part out because I didn't want everybody to just be deaf. Sure, most of you are already now. From the gunshots. Get a bicycle. Bicycle. You know, I do gotta say, these houses are very close to each other, so these people are probably family or really close to each other, because, I mean, I don't know, this is, like, hardly feels considered a town. It's so small. So far, at least. There's a lot of cars, though. I do gotta say that, at least. There's cars all over the place. That doesn't make too much sense. Also, I like that you can go inside. On top. Inside. I like that you can go inside these. Just a cool little thing. Also, it has a Half-Life symbol. I never knew that. But yeah, there's usually supplies in there in the Half-Life games. But as I was saying, these guys were either families or really close neighbors that were just cool with each other. But obviously I got rid of the border that separated the houses, so now they're just one big yard. This also feels like a living area as well. So, yeah. We didn't go in here though, did we? I can't even remember now. The insides are a bit of the same, except one of them had a bike. Also, this is really creepy. But also really relaxing. Just looking off into the forest. I like that there's even like stuff growing on top of the buildings. See, I always say this all the time, but I think that people need to look at more maps that aren't just on the front page more often, because you find the coolest stuff, and you might also be the first person to discover it too. Like one of the first really coolest maps in Gary's mod, and honestly, this is a really well-made map. I love the detail to it. I'm glad I fixed some of the graphical glitches with the grass, otherwise this all would have been disgusting looking with the trash. It was from a mod I had installed for a roleplay server. Now it looks good though. Love the placement of things. This was a copy and paste, but it looks a little different, like this is fallen over. I don't know if it was fallen over in that house as well. But yeah, about the cars, I don't know why there's so many. I get it that people in towns like this probably just park them out on the road or next to the road. But it almost looks like they're in a hurry to get out of here and their cars just ran out of gas or something, I don't know. See, this one makes sense. Someone was probably working here. But it almost feels like people were just driving through here and they just disappeared. But I kind of doubt that's the case. We got a little buzzing noise. That means that there's electricity. I guess there is a light in here, huh? See? Light right there. I gotta move this out of the way, because otherwise it'll bug me. There, stay there. You know what? I'm just curious. Maybe... I feel like maybe he didn't actually set them like this. I feel like one of them fell over and he was just like, you know what? I like that. Map creator. But yeah, there's still power here, which is interesting. Got ourselves an endless forest in the back here. This looks like we can get in it. Didn't it look like there was lights on in there at first? I don't know, somebody go back and tell me. Because I could have sworn that there was like a way to get in there. Like it looked like it had an interior. But I've also seen this model before. Yeah, there's no interior. I'm sorry, I did no clip. This is a crosswalk. Okay. We got the key. Yeah, see how many cars there is? That just doesn't feel normal. You'd think that if people were to move out of this place, they'd at least... The train over there. They would at least bring their cars with. So... Or else they all died with this town, but... It doesn't feel like it'd be this populated. We got a gas station. Could name it the Key. Some more electrical noises. Cool. I have the urge to just push these against the wall. You can still use that toilet. I think at one point I've used an abandoned toilet. I just don't know when. Explosive barrels there. Map's a little laggy. Weird echoing noise. I like the, oh yeah, I was gonna mention this. I like the power line detail, like how it goes over the road and how they're getting old and stuff. That's super impressive. It feels like it's getting darker. I really love this map. It reminds me of, I always say this all the damn time. Like I said, though. It reminds me of something I've seen as a kid. Like, it reminds me of, going to Washington, not Washington. Montana. Reminds me of going to Montana as a kid. We weren't in there for very long, but I remember grassy areas like this. Sorry about that pause. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I have this very weird memory of walking with my uncle through this forest, and it was a forest kind of like this in a way. There's like a trail. You're walking through trees that are kind of like this. It was during the fall. There's leaves on the ground. Really beautiful trail. And he always tells me, like, I don't ever remember that, and I didn't really hang out with my uncle much when I was a kid. And people really remember, like, what I was doing as a kid a lot of the time, so it's like, where did this weird memory come from? You know, it could have been from watching TV. Who knows? I have all kinds of bizarre memories of a kid that were definitely exaggerated or not exactly how they actually were. Look how dark it is over here. That is actually really damn cool. Trees just take out the sunlight here. Probably good for a lot of the plants to only get a certain amount, you know? Mushrooms. A good place to find mushrooms on shady areas in a forest like that. But yeah, when I was a kid, I lived in a place called North Dakota. And it was very flat and plain. Imagine Ohio, but with less things in it. The only thing good in North Dakota is, honestly, like, my family, you know? So having a memory like that, because they didn't have too many trees like this, having a memory like that is just very odd. But we lived in like the middle of not Washington, Montana and North Dakota, like we're right in the middle. And there was just farmland, but it was really, you know, to me, that place is a treasure, but to a lot of people that place is boring as hell. You wouldn't want to go there if you weren't born there. But this looks like a construction area. I just have all these memories of like going in a forest, kind of walking around people. But the one that always stuck out the most was like the one with my uncle that I didn't hang out with all the time as a kid. He was always very busy. He hunted a lot. He had his own family and stuff. I think he lived somewhere else completely, and he was always working. He was a nice guy, just I wasn't around him a lot as a kid. But I love maps like this. It reminds me of that specific part in my life. You know? And I just love how it looks. Gives me a nostalgia. The town I grew up in kind of never grew out of the 80s. And it's still kind of like that, in a way. But it's not like necessarily abandoned, like people take care of it. There's a drive-in there that got taken down. Well, it shut down, but it's still there, I think. They don't use it. So quiet and peaceful. Just kind of hope nothing creepy happens. This is a little creepy. It's a little weird to have this. This almost looks like it was put here after because it's just like, I don't know. You just have it sticking out the window. It's like a wood stove to keep you warm. Wonder what this place was for. Storage? Maybe that's why that's there. Maybe somebody moved it from another room. I don't think there's a way up there. Got a little graphical glitch there, but that doesn't bother me. You know, I tried making a map once. I always talk about this. And it was just a warehouse. It actually looked a lot like this building, but with no textures or design. It was just like the shape of it. It had nothing to it. It was just a plain blank room. That was like the most I could make in a map. But I just wonder how people make like bumpy terrain and stuff like that. Like, I really want to make a map. This map, playing maps like this just makes me want to recreate things I've seen. Kind of does remind me of Washington a little bit, you know? Near Seattle, like the outer parts of Seattle. Like, just those mountains. This area's a bit flat. I went there recently, and it was one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. Such an amazing place. You know, people always want like these mythical things in our world. They wish for stuff like that. Like, oh, I wish Pokemon were real, or oh, I wish things like that were real. Just mythical things that make life more interesting. But if stuff like that existed, things would probably be a little bit the same. I mean, we already have mythical things, and if we didn't have those, we'd probably be wishing for them. And I know that's just kind of random to bring up, but the world's already a beautiful place, and there's just not like, what more do you need, you know, when you have places like this? And I know this is a game, but there is places that look like this. This is a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie, just seeing the low textured area here. But I get it. But like I said, it's just places like this in real life that you could see. I know it's not easy for everyone to do that. But honestly, life is just beautiful, and what more could you want in life than stuff like this, you know? Like, look at how this map is so well designed. I just love the darkness. Just doing that. There's something I do want to see with the sun, though. I don't really see this texture very often. Let's follow the train track. That's the train we saw from earlier. Since we did the road, let's do the train track. What's this? Man, imagine living right here. I feel like maybe this was actually made before the tracks. Looks much older than those buildings we've seen before. So this building was probably made possibly before these tracks. I don't know. Go on this side of the road now. past these houses. I remember looking out back behind these houses right here and just being like kind of creeped out by the emptiness of it. Because it was just an empty forest, you know? Nothing to it. Can't tell how far this goes out. It goes about pretty far. This place. This is the one with the crane? Yeah, it is. I don't think it went out this far. Some sort of old factory here. Too bad we can't go that way. We'll definitely, no clip out there, but I love this area right here. I think we've looked at most of this map. We're just gonna keep going down this side. What's this? Wait, that's the same damn building. Oh, what's this every time I see it? What is this, though? Oh, that. I wanted to go look at this earlier, actually. A road here. Oh, this is the one road that leads onto the main one. It turns. I remember looking at one of these in real life, also as a kid. And just seeing one of these in real life, thinking it was the coolest thing. Stepping on the concrete. And I'm just like, dang. And I really thought I was like, I could climb that thing. I think that's it for this map. Map is really nice and cozy. We're gonna no clip around. This map is actually very big when you think about it. I love this map. I might keep this one installed, actually. This is... Honestly, this is like up there with... I have been saying this a lot recently because I've been playing really good maps, but this might be... Well, honestly, almost up there with GM Memory. Does this move? Oh, there's an echo. That's so damn cool. Kind of changes in some areas. That's so cool. I love that. I want to look at the skybox real lot here, it looks like, down here. This on itself is really cool. I like that. Oh, okay. This is like the Windows background right here. I know I always say that. So for people who don't know what a skybox is, this is the outer area that you see that you can't go into. So, fly up. Show you. You see all those hills and stuff? That's a skybox. But, now we can actually look at what these things were in the distance that we saw. So this was like an abandoned building, so I'm assuming that they kind of wanted to give the illusion from looking out here. This is the actual scale. Not really, but what the fuck was that? Okay, this is kind of what you see, except, you know, that's much bigger. I imagine they're just trying to give the illusion that there's some kind of city there, but it looks abandoned, so map creator, that's your new thing now. Does the skybox have a skybox? I'm a little confused. Oh no, we could just see the skybox in the skybox. I don't know. But yeah, map creator. Now you gotta create an abandoned city. Kind of seems like this place was surrounded by like an abandoned city or just an older one or something like that. But this is a cool skybox. I gotta say, this is one. I don't usually rate skyboxes, but this is definitely up there with my favorite skybox. I also like it when skyboxes have a lot of room where if you want to like mess around in sandbox, build random stuff, you can do that, you know? You do that in the skybox. Like over here, you could just build whatever. So, yeah, this is a great map. This is definitely an freaking... I'm giving this a 9 out of 10, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I usually rate maps out of my personal experience with them. I know a lot of people might be like, oh, this is a very plain forest map, but to me, this gave me a very nice and warm feeling, so this is a 9 out of 10 map for me, man. This is up there with GM Memory. Although a lot of the interiors were, you know, empty. I mean, what do you expect? It's abandoned. It's an abandoned, like, town, you know? I feel like that's just... I love it when people do that, you know? People try to add so much detail into abandoned areas, and it actually bugs me. Because that's just not realistic. Like, in a lot of Gary's Mod maps, you'll come in an abandoned area that's like this. And you'll see all kinds of stuff scattered all over the shelves and stuff, and it's like, that don't make no damn sense. Some crackhead's gonna come through here. Or just people, and take it, you know? Or just move it somewhere else. I mean, as a kid, whenever I like found like old bottles, I'd go and break it, you know? So if there's like old bottles laying around, some kid could come across this town and just start breaking stuff, you know? Same with the windows. Like, there's no windows because somebody probably broke them. A lot of the stuff deteriorated, and they're probably underneath a lot of the dirt here too, even. That's broken. And I love the ambience of every single room. This is really good. The only real complaint, I guess you could call it, is like I kind of wish that the outer parts were a little more detailed. I mean, I don't know. I like how they looked, you know? What more could you want? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really got any complaints about this, to be honest, except that. Also, what? This moves? Oh yeah, because this is the crane from freaking Half-Life 2. Does that mean we can fly this? Not fly this, but use this? I'm trying to jump, but it won't let me. No, I don't think so. Yep, okay, this is a 6 out of 10. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, that's kind of fun. We're gonna go all the way over here and start pulling it. not even doing anything. Okay, that's kind of fun. I like that they even had that detailed. They didn't even have to. That's actually really cool. There's little stuff like that in this map that I really enjoyed. So honestly, map creator, I have to check out your other maps if you got any. Keep making maps like this. This is really nice. Please go play this map for yourself. Please go rate it. Give it an award, whatever. Because this person worked very hard on just the little details like that. And just how great this was, so. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't got much else to say except thank you. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, be safe, and goodbye.